Let's look at how to wire up a surge protector on an air handler. An air handler typically would have two breakers. In this application, we only have one. You will see this one is a 60 amp breaker. There is a place for a second one. So typically, most frequently, you will see a big breaker and a smaller one. The reason why you have that is your bigger breaker will basically hook up to the majority of your heat kits, a board, as well as a blower. The smaller one typically will only hook up to your emergency heat, which are gonna be a couple of more heat strips right there. So big and small, big one takes care of more, including your board as well as your blower. So whenever you have two breakers, we're always gonna make sure we hook it up to the breaker that controls all the electronics. Again, we do not wanna just protect a small heat strip back there and disregard boards, blowers. So again, we're gonna put on the big one. So if we look at the surge protector itself, we're gonna have a couple of wires here, right? So you're gonna have two black ones, you have a white one, and your ground one. So long story short, as we've talked in previous videos, the black ones are the ones that take power, your white one's gonna be your neutral, and your green one's obviously your ground. So things are a little bit different on air handler, because again, we have two hot legs, hot leg 1 for 120 and hot leg 2 for 120. So the way we're gonna wire it in is as follows. First things first, we're gonna turn the power off on the main breaker panel so there's no more power going to the air handler. We're gonna turn off this breaker so there's no more power on the bottom. This is just an example, so there's no wires currently here and no wires on the bottom. Obviously, in the normal circumstances, there'll be plenty of wires on the top and plenty of wires on the bottom. So you gotta pick, are you gonna put the surge protector on the top or the bottom? The top usually has those screws that you can screw it in. The bottom usually has the clips that you can put clips on. So it will look something like this clip-wise. You can get these from the warehouse. You should have those actually from the warehouse for different applications. And you could put clips on these two black ones. So first things first, we'll start with the easy one. You have your ground. Since you've made sure, again, there's no power on the bottom, there's no power on the top, so we can work safely. You have your meter, you've checked that. We're gonna put ground to ground. So ground would go somewhere here, or you could put it over here. You could put it anywhere you have your ground screwed. Your white one will not be using it because again, the air handler application has no neutral. In this case, we're gonna cut this and put a Y knot on it and tuck it away. So the only two wires that you're actually gonna be hooking up are gonna be your two black ones, these two. So you can, it doesn't matter the direction, they can go this way or this way, either with clips, one on one leg, the other one on the other leg, or on the top with no clips, straight into the screws. Again, you can go this way or you can flip-flop these. It makes no difference since we are feeding that surge protector 120 and 120. So again, for wires, the white one, cut it back, cut it off, because again, on an air handler, there's no neutral application. One black goes on one leg, the other black goes on the other leg, either on the bottom with clips or on the top. Obviously, we would take this off. I'm not taking it off again because we're gonna put that back into rotation. These clips are awesome, as we talked about. If you have those, great. If you don't, go get them. Again, the warehouse can get those for you. A little quick reminder, when you're done, your surge protector is gonna have 3 LED lights. All those LED lights need to be green. That's an indication that everything is working properly. If your lights are not green, you wired something. If smoke comes out of here, you've definitely wired something wrong. So make sure you double check your wiring. Plot twist, it's all in the instruction manual and on Dropbox. Give me a call and let's make sure everything works good and safe.